Right. Good afternoon. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most important pieces of equipment that you'll be utilizing while your career in the fire service. The air unit, SCBA, air pack. There's all kinds of different terms that it's been used. It's not to be confused with the scuba tank, the ones that they use underwater. These are the units that the firefighters use to make sure they can go into safe atmospheres, hazardous conditions, and be able to breathe air and function and possibly do some rescues. I've been in the fire service and been teaching for about 25 years. This is one of the things that really has never changed as far as operation. They made extra gadgets and different kinds of design changes, but overall, being able to breathe out of a bottle, make entry into a burning building, and not be hit with all the smoke is one of the things that's never changed over that time. So today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about the actual uses of an SCBA, the components of the SCBA, and the different operations. So let's start with the first point, is going to be the actual use. You see this design in all kinds of different areas, hazardous materials incidents. You'll see that these masks here specifically, they'll have a sticker on it that tells you that it's rated for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear incidents. It doesn't mean that you can spend a whole lot of time in there. It means that you only have a brief amount of time once you recognize that there's a hazard to get out of the building, and then you're going to have to go ahead and immediately dispose of the mask because it's had that exposure. Some of the other things that you'll see it used in is confined space incidents, where once you do an air quality sample, you find that the air oxygen levels are below normal, you have to put an air pack on to go in those types of areas. For us in our career, it's going to be the suppression type activities for house fires, building fires, car fires. This is the type of unit that we're going to be utilizing for us. So now that we talked about some of the uses, let's talk about the actual components. We already talked briefly about the mask. The mask is being able to protect your face not only from burns but also give you the air. This type of mask, once you drop the air switch down, you're breathing the air from the tank. When the air switch is up, you're breathing outside air. That way there you don't waste air while you're standing out there waiting for your assignment. If you have a damage to your mask, you get a mask crack, you turn your bypass on, pressurizes the mask, you get constant flow of air into your mask, and you'll see that we immediately had some air. The next component is going to be the air tank itself. The most important thing to realize about this is going to be making sure that the bottle is full. Then after that is your air pack harness assembly. This is what you're going to be putting on your body and wearing. And then this right here is called a pass device. So if a firefighter goes down, they're not moving, they're not able to do anything, then it'll sense that there's no movement and it'll start alerting the other firefighters that there's a firefighter down. So now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. We're going to go ahead and turn the air pack on here briefly. We'll turn it off first to go ahead and show just some of the different functions of it. But as I'm bleeding the air off, you'll hear the bell going off. That lets you know that you're almost out of air. It'll alerts the firefighter to that. So now that we've bled it, I'm going to go charge it again. It goes through another system check. Once I go ahead and get the air unit full, I'm going to start putting it over my body. You want to tighten this to your body, cinch up all the straps, make sure everything's tight so you don't want it falling off your body. And then once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and put the mask on your face. And as I tighten down my straps, I can go ahead and start breathing air. And now I'm breathing air from the tank and not the outside. When I put the switch up, I'm breathing outside air and being able to function in that aspect. Again, if my mask cracks, I can turn the air on. Have a constant flow of air in my face, it pressurizes it, and makes it a little bit safe. At the end of a fire, one of the things you absolutely want to make sure you do is loosen up all your straps. Why this is important, a guy my size is going to have this not as tight as someone who's a little smaller frame than I am. And if I get into theirs, I'm not going to be able to get into the air pack because all the straps are going to be cinched up super tight in order for them to fit in the pack. So when you're returning the unit to service, demonstrate, you want to go through. First point is, again, make sure your bottle's full. You don't want to have an empty bottle or a near empty bottle when you go into a fire. Once you fill up your bottle, then you go ahead and cinch your strap, loosen up all your straps, and then you can place the fire truck or the unit back into service. Now, once you've done that, we've turned on the airflow, we've connected our masks, everything's going to accept, we've activated all the ports of the unit. Now let's review just a little bit. There have been several changes over the years again, but the fundamental operations of this unit has not changed. You're still able to go into a burning building and breathe air. And we've also talked about the uses, the operations, and the components of it. And again, knowing this piece of equipment is something that the function and operation just may send you home to your family. Thank you.